and all of a sudden it is trying to make it shorter and crisper for me. Right? That is the beauty of this. I don't know how much shorter and crisper it made to do. So let's say if I'm not happy, I can even prompt it more. Make it even shorter. If you're not happy, you talk to it till you are completely happy. And there you go. It is trying to crisp it and crunch it even more. You can see it has come much shorter than the first one. The first one was really long. And now we have a much more crisper version. So you can do it as much as you want. Now I want to add some more instructions to it. Okay. I want to make this overall thing to add some sarcasm, add some more emojis. And I don't want any sentence to be longer than 200 words. So there you go. I would say add some emojis, add some sarcasm, and I'm giving it more instructions. And there you go. You can see it has started to add more emojis right now than it did. And it's probably adding some sarcasm as well on top of that, where it says, you can see this: ready to unleash mind-bending creativity with generative AI, join Growth School's epic workshop and blast your growth to stars, right? And there you see everything the reason is for, and look at this. Hey, don't take our words. Adam said this, and you can see this. It is going on and on and on, taking in all the feedback and, giving you a much crisper answer. Now, let's say I want to add a variation of this. This is great for me, but I want a different variation for all the tech people. So let's say at Growth School, when I want to send an email, I want to send this email to different cohorts of users. I want a different version of this email for marketers, different version of this email for tech people, different version of this email for data people, and so on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say one more follow-up prompt to this. I'll say make a variation for tech audience. Add some tech references and jokes only techies will understand. So there you go. I'm going to hit the enter. And you can see all of a sudden, a lot of things are changing. Prepare to rap speed creativity with generative AI. Join Growth School. Bite me. B-Y-T-E. Bite. Tech guys, I hope you got the reference. Right? And you can see calling all the tech wizards, code singlers, and algorithm aficionados. I don't know what that means. This workshop is for your interstellar ticket to stay light years ahead of computers and digital galaxy. You see how it is talking all in coders language. Say goodbye to syntax errors. Say hello to cosmic creativity. It is crazy what it was able to do just with that. The workshop is specially engineered for tech rock stars like you who know their bits from their bytes. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just booting up your coding journey, this workshop will send your skills to rap speed. Wow. Don't you guys think now all of a sudden we have a 100x email? If you guys think so, drop a 100x in the chat. From 10x, by giving it follow-up, were we able to do a 100x? Now, if somebody thinks it overdid it, you can always say, can you reduce the amount of reference? You can always say that, right? Come on, guys, show some energy. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. The only way I know that you guys are active on the other side is if I look at your chats. So I want you guys to interact a lot with me via chats, right? I'm sure for people who have seen this, has your email writing changed forever? Are you ever going to write an email by yourself anymore in your life? I'm using the free version, that is the GPT 3.5. That is the beauty. Yes, humans will take days and days to write this. Awesome. Should we move on? Let's move on, right? Beautiful, guys. We're going to take the questions towards the end, not right now. Like I said, I have a lot prepared. I want to go with the flow for that, right? So that's how you come up with some great content to come out of ChatGPT. I hope now that you know this, you're better than other 90% of the people who think they know ChatGPT and they've used it all and they understand everything about it, right? With that being said, here are a bunch of prompting techniques. There are things like chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting, fill in the blank prompting, perspective prompting, comparative prompting, RCG prompting, constructive critic prompting, ask before answering prompting. There are a lot of these prompting styles which can give you even better results, right? But there are a lot of research papers written about this, so you can go and read about them to understand how you can prompt well. But I really want to cover everything, but we don't have time. So I'm just going to talk about this. So just for writing good prompts, you can spend good 3-4 hours to master it. And if you master it, you will be truly the top 1%, right? With that being said, let's move on. But there is one thing that is very important for you guys to know. ChatGPT doesn't always get it right because it has a lot of restrictions. One of them is for how long does it have data of? Let's say I ask a very simple question to ChatGPT, that is, who is the CEO of Twitter? Okay, let me just ask that question. I've already written these questions. If I ask this question, it says, as per my knowledge cutoff, the CEO of Twitter was Jack Dorsey. However, please note that executive positions can change over time. So I recommend verifying the current CEO by checking reliable sources from official Twitter website. Right? That basically means ChatGPT doesn't have access to the most realistic information that happened. After September 2021, ChatGPT doesn't know anything about anything. It doesn't know Paras Agarwal came in and then Elon Musk bought over the company and then someone else became, I think Linda or someone became the CEO of Twitter very recently. It doesn't know any of this information because its knowledge is cut off till 2021. It also does a lot of things. You can definitely fact check it. For example, if I say, who is the CEO of Twitter? Only answer if you are sure, right? Then it will slightly change the prompt. Again, right, you can see this. It slightly changes the question saying cut off at September 21, Jack Dorsey as the CEO of Twitter. It doesn't know the question. It doesn't know the answer. So it can't do anything about it, right? So here are some limitations of ChatGPT that you need to know. One, it is trained till 2021 of September. Two, it can only generate about 2,000 words, not even 3,000 words in most of the cases. More than that, it can't generate at one go, right? Three, it doesn't remember anything. What do I mean by that? It will only remember what we are speaking in this chat. If we go back to a new chat and ask about the reference about a different chat, it will not remember. So ChatGPT only has the memory of the conversation that you have right here, right? If you go to a new chat, it will not remember what you speak in the other place. And there's one more big problem with all these large language models. That is, it does something called as hallucination. Now, what is hallucination? It just makes up stuff out of thin air if it doesn't know something. Let's say you ask a question and it doesn't know about it, and you're asking a question, something which is very basic, then it will just make up stuff in a way that you will believe it, that it is true. But in a lot of cases, it is not true. It's called hallucination as well. ChatGPT 3.5 is almost 80% accurate. ChatGPT 4 is around almost 92% accurate, but nothing is 100% accurate as of now. So it can make up a lot of stuff as well. So be very, very clear about this. But these are the quick limitations of ChatGPT. But before I go on, right, what if I told you that the way we use tech today is no more around typing? We talk, we send voice notes, we get on calls, we do video calls and everything around it. But ChatGPT cannot do it till now. What if I told you that you can actually have ChatGPT power on, let's say, WhatsApp? Just doesn't allow me to search. Okay, so let's see if this works out for me. So we at Growth School actually built something very cool. I'm gonna quickly show that to you. Do you guys want to see that? Drop a yes in the chat and I'll show you something cool. All right. By the way, you cannot buy it yet. We are still working with our very core community to make this product better. I'm just loading up WhatsApp in the backend as we speak about it. So we actually built a WhatsApp bot. We call it Growth School Intern, where you can literally talk to ChatGPT on WhatsApp, ask any questions that you want, and it will be able to answer all the questions that you want, right? So I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I think there is something off here. So let me try to pull that in again. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Okay, I hope you can see this now in a small window. I don't want you to see all my chats. So that's the Growth School one. This is the chatbot that we are trying. You cannot try it yet, FYI, but let me show you. Let's say I want to say, right, and I'll just ask the same question, right, that we asked before. Let me just copy this and I'm gonna just paste it. This is write a launch email for the new workshop of Growth School on generative AI. And there you go, I send it across. and it says typing. So it's basically typing it out. It takes a while because it's typing. You can see this is all powered by AI, guys. That is the OpenAI model that is ChatGPT is built on top of. It is still a little buggy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it breaks. So we're still working on it. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Okay, let's ask a simpler question. I don't know if it got stuck. Write a tweet on AI. Let's see if this works out of the box here. It could be facing a downtime. Like I said, OpenAI's lot of APIs are going through a downtime. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, I did wait it out. It is a little slow and it gave up both the answers at once. Sure, here's a sample and it gave me a nice little email. Of course, I can prompt it like we did right now and we can make it better. And also it gave me a tweet. Now, you know, the beauty is I can just talk to it with my voice. Can you give me one more example of a tweet? So I just dropped a voice note. Again, guys, it's in beta, so give it some time. So I sent a voice note. 9 out of 10 times it understands my voice and it will understand your voice as well. So there you go. Here's another tweet on AI, right? So now all of a sudden you can send voice notes to AI. It will read your voice notes and will be able to answer your questions. Do you think this is cool? Drop a boom in the chat if you think this is cool. What you just saw is cool. We will let you guys know once this comes out and you can buy it. Not as of now, you can buy it today. It's limited to very, very few people who are part of the main cohort, right? So there you go. Brilliant. Is a voice not stored? Well, it goes through a Google API where it is encrypted. So don't worry about it. Now, moving on, I just wanted to quickly show you that, right? With that being said, let's move on. Now, I want to show you a very cool tool which can create content like a pro. Now, you know that ChatGPT can also create a lot of content. I've already told you that. But, you know, you have to write prompts and all that stuff for you to get ChatGPT to do really good job with content. But, you know, the best part about all of this is that you can use specialized tools which can generate content, and one of them is called as simplified.ai. It's a very cool tool. We use it at Growth School all the time over ChatGPT because it has base prompts ready. So you don't have to write prompts like become an expert at this, become an expert at that, write it like this, write it like that, and all that stuff, because it can do a lot of stuff in the right way. So let me go to social media and let's see if it can come up with a tweet, right? Or YouTube short script, or let's say YouTube video description or a video outline. This is cool. Okay, I can write a YouTube video outline. So I'm going to click on this and let's see what it can come up with. So it has already done a base prompt in the back. So it always will generate much better outputs in this case, right? So it's asking her for a title. The title will be AI. I will say AI versus jobs. Okay. I don't know what it will understand. You can also say number of results you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For this example, I'm just going to say 1. So it's faster. Level of creativity, you want it to be creative or very repetitive and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to click on generate. That's all. There are already blocks, around 50 to 60 templates ready. All you have to do is go and hit an enter and enter your prompt, and it will be able to give you something. You can see it gave me a very short outline. Introduction, how AI is affecting jobs, the future of AI and jobs, and what can it do to mitigate the impact of AI of jobs. Now I can take this line and expand this on my front as well. In the same way, it can do a lot of stuff, right? Let's go back to templates again, and let's go back to, let's say, social media again. Let's say we want a YouTube videos short script. Again, let's say I want a short on Indian startups. Again, I'm not giving it a lot of reference, so it's a very, very, very bad prompt. But let's say I make it imaginative and I click on generate, and off the fly, it will create a very cool YouTube short script for me, right? On Indian startups. Ideally, I should give it a more context. You can see it is acting as a roll up as well. It says INT woman, you get the point, right? So very cool tool. If you want to create content like a pro, you can definitely check out Simplified. It has a free version, so you can play with it. And of course, if you like it a lot, you can pay for it as well. With that being said, let's move on. Right. Guys, before we move on, can I take 3 to 4 minutes to quickly introduce myself for those people who still don't know me, or for people who are intrigued by who I am, because I realize I've been speaking for almost 40 minutes, but I didn't really introduce myself. Is that okay? Drop yes or okay, and I will quickly do that. Thank you, guys. You've been very kind. Thank you so much. And if you're not okay, you can probably quickly go and take a break as well. Right? I'll wrap this up in 3 to 4 minutes. Now, this is who I am. My name is Vaibhav Sisinti. Like you can see, I probably look much better in the picture than in reality, thanks to the photographer. I'm father to this beautiful girl. Her name is Phoebe. She's also my chief cuddling partner, right? I did my schooling in the small town called as Barampur. My parents are still there. It's a small town in Orissa. I did my schooling from St. Vincent's Convent School, Barampur. Not sure how many of you guys are from Orissa here. Any Orissa people here? I can read, write, and speak Oriya, right? So that is what it is. Barampur. That's good to see that there are a few people from Barampur as well. This is St. Vincent's Convent School. By the way, I come from a Telugu family, so నాకు తెలుగు కూడా బానే వచ్చు. So I speak 2 Indian languages, actually 3 Indian languages: Telugu, Oriya, and Hindi. And of course, I can speak English as well. So any Telugu people out there, ఎలా ఉన్నారు మీరందరూ? బానే ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారు అనుకుంటా. Awesome. Great to see all of you people there. And of course, Hindi भी बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से बात करता हूँ मैं. And English and little bit of Spanish maybe, because I spent some time. But again, I've been a horrible student all throughout my life. Yeah, I understand a little bit of Bengali as well, because of Oriya, right? Okay, I'm gonna get distracted right now. Okay, I've been always a horrible student. I studied in an ICC school where we were taught Shakespeare in the name of English. I don't know, are there any ICC students here from India? India has an ICSE board, and they teach Shakespeare in the name of English, and it's painful, right? So it's very hard to get good scores for all the ICSE people out there. So my report card used to look like this: 47%, 46%, 48%, so on. So I would barely pass my exams, but pretty much I hated education all the time, right? But I loved learning. This is how I used to clear my exams, with help of my friends. By the way, I started my first startup when I was 19 years old. I started something called as Discovering Android. You can see the skinny kids wearing the black shirt. That's me. That was 11/11/11. That was like 12 years back. It's crazy. Time has flew. Second startup. By the way, this startup got banned by Google because we were teaching people how to hack Android. And Google was like, not cool, bro. Because Google owned Android, right? And they banned us from the internet per se. Right. Next startup that I started was Crazy Heads, and in Crazy Heads, it did really well. We pretty much scaled the startup with to a good extent. We ran that for 4 years. This is the team. By the way, I studied in this college called as Geetham University. So if you're assuming that I'm from some fancy college, I'm not. Tried to get into an IIT, tried to get into an NIT, didn't make it to any of them. Got into a very regular college in Visakhapatnam called as Geetham University. This was the team then. We had a lot of fun building it, won some awards as well. After that, I joined this startup called as Uber, which today is a massive company. I was one of the first few employees of Uber back in 2015. That's Travis Kalanick, by the way, who was the CEO and founder of Twitter. Ran here for 4 years and then worked with something called as Fluke as well for 1 year, where I got laid off because of the pandemic, and then I started Growth School. Right, I've given a Josh talk which has over 1 million views right now. Been featured in a bunch of places. You can just Google my name. Worked with more than 100 brands, and then started post-pandemic when I got laid off. I got laid off from Uber first, then got laid off from Fluke as well, purely because of market conditions. And I said, screw it, let's build something. Started Growth School. Recently raised $5 million for it from some marquee investors. And here we are doing a job of my dreams, right? That is running a very big company, which is driving an impact. And I hope you guys are having a good time learning from Growth School. Is that the case? Drop a yes in the chat. That'll be very nice. Awesome. Looks like a lot of people have already taken a lot of programs from Growth School. So good to know. Good to see all of you people here. Well, that's me, guys. And the reason why I quickly introduce is because I think that a lot of us, and the reason why we started Growth School as well, is because of the fact that, a lot of people said, if you're not from a big city, if you're not from a big college, if you have not done something, if you're not a great student, it's very hard for you to do well in your life. I think I did okay. And so will you. Just be at it. If this will help a couple of people are feeling demotivated because of what has happened in the past, should not be the case, my friend. The future is fully in your control. And with AI, your life is limitless in some form or fashion. So I hope that helps, guys, at least for a few people. Well, that's me. Sorry if I took 30 seconds more, but I hope it helped a few here. Awesome. I have something really cool to share with you people as well, or with everyone that are here in this program. Do you want access to some awesome resources curated by the best people? How many of you want access to 50 powerful prompts which you can copy and paste it into ChatGPT for free? Drop a me in the chat. How many of you want 50 powerful prompts? All right. Looks like almost everyone wants it. But if I will give this to you for completely free, but I want you guys to do something for me in return. It will take you 2 to 3 minutes for you. Now that you have ChatGPT, it will be even faster. And that is, if you are enjoying the workshop, right? If you're liking the workshop or not liking the workshop, I don't care, whatever that is, however you feel about the workshop towards the end of the workshop, all I need is I want you to make one LinkedIn post quickly, or one tweet, or one Instagram story quickly. Talk about what did you learn in this workshop. If you liked it, didn't like it, be very fair, be very frank. If you didn't like it, say the workshop was the worst workshop ever. It's fine. Tag me, tag Growth School, and make sure you put this link in your chat or in your tweet or in your post or in your comments or anywhere. This is the barter that we have. This is all we need from you. After you finish the workshop, write your review on as a LinkedIn post or social media post and tag me and tag Growth School. Also share this link so that other people can join this workshop. And in return, for anybody who has done this or taken effort for us, I will give you all of those things for free. Sounds like a fair deal? Drop a comment fair or drop a comment deal in the chat. It will take you 2 to 3 minutes and I'll give you all these resources. And for you to do this, towards the end, we will, my team will send a form to you. You have to fill that form and we will send you over in a week's time. Okay? All you have to do is give me, we will share the form link towards the end where you can put the link of the social media post that you made and my team will send it back to you. We will send you the form link over email with all the links that are covered today in the workshop as well. And also, we will send you all the prompts that I was typing in. I will send you all the prompts so that you can try it yourself as well, all for free, right? So make sure you have registered with the right email. That's all we want from you, right? Also, guys, these are a few ideas you can take. If you're taking notes, you can simply click a picture of it and post it on your LinkedIn. Right? You can talk about the overall screenshots, that the one which you like the most, right? Or you can simply share some takeaways as well. Whatever you're comfortable with, feel free to do that. With that being said, should we explore some more powerful examples of ChatGPT? Should we explore some more powerful examples? Drop a comment. Let's go. I want everybody in this chat to open up because we're going to get into some serious stuff right now. So if you guys are sleeping, it's time to wake up. Let's go in the chat. I'm going to wait for almost everybody to drop it in before I get started. I'm going to give you the time to do it. All right. Loving the energy, guys. Loving the energy. So let's get right in. Okay. Number one. How many of you would like to see this? How many of you are job seekers who would like help for someone to interview them, or make, like, you want to do mock interviews, someone who can grill you in an interview so that you can much better prepared when the real interview happens? Do you want ChatGPT to do that? Drop a yes in the chat and I'll show you something that will blow your mind. All right, let's bring that on. Guys, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work. So FYI, okay. So I'm going to go to new chat on ChatGPT. Again, right, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So fingers crossed. So this is the prompt I write. Please assume the role of an interviewer for product lead position. Now I can change this to anything. Manager, whatever the role is, you can put that here and it'll work for you. You just have to change this text. I will be the candidate and we will engage in a conversation with you asking interview questions one at a time without any explanations. We'll begin with my greeting hi and continue the interview as I answer your questions. That is the prompt that I want to send. So let's send that and see what happens here. And there you go. It is not asking all questions at once. It says, Interviewer, that is ChatGPT's role, and says, hi, thank you for joining us today. Let's get started with your interview. Can you tell me a bit about your background and experience in digital marketing? I will say, yes, 15 years experience. I'm going to be a rude candidate here. Did you not check my resume? There you go. Interviewer, I apologize if it seemed like I hadn't checked your resume. I had reviewed your application, but I would like to hear more about your experience directly from you. Could you provide some highlights of your 15 years of experience in digital marketing? Then you basically have to write all your highlights. I helped Uber to grow. Again, right? Whatever you write, ideally you should write what you usually say in your interview. I scaled Klook. And many other things, whatever. So I'm going to just send an enter right now. I don't want to waste time typing in everything. There you go. It says, that's impressive. Could you help me elaborate your specific contribution in helping Uber grow and scaling companies like Klook? What strategies and initiatives did you implement that led to your success? I will say creative campaigns, just making stuff up. Ideally, I'm sure you'll not talk to your interviewer like this. You will be more expressive. So you can probably try this on our WhatsApp thing. So you can draw voice notes. That sounds interesting. Can you provide some examples on creative campaigns? You see how ChatGPT is digging into everything that you're asking. These are the kind of interviews that are hardest to crack. These are considered to be a very difficult interviewers, where they're trying to get to the nail of it so that you cannot fake anything. They will get to the T of it. And ChatGPT can do this for you all day, all night. And you can also change this to saying that assume the role of a digital marketing manager position. And here you can add, make sure the questions are very, very hard. Things like that, it will change everything for you. And ChatGPT will become your interviewers. Guys, do you think this is insane? Drop a comment insane in the chat. Drop a comment insane in the chat if you think this was insane. You all of a sudden have a ChatGPT interviewer. How cool is that? Right? Awesome. The next thing that I want to quickly talk about is interviewer got replaced. Doesn't happen like that. Okay. The next thing that I want to talk about is ChatGPT can summarize anything like a pro. Let's say you want to read a lot of articles. You want to be on top of your game. Let's say you're a startup founder. I'm going to make an example here. And you are a startup founder of building an edtech company. And you want to know every time there's a startup that is getting funding, you want to read about it and you want to see what they are doing, what they are not doing. So let's say Growth School just got funded. Okay. And there's so many articles come in and you don't have time to go through every article. So there you go. You go to Growth School News and let's open this article. I think it will be capped. So let's open the first one. Let's say you come across this article and this is a very, very long article and you don't have the patience to go through it. Right? So what will you do? You can simply copy the whole text, okay, of the article. There you go. I will copy this, go to ChatGPT, create a new chat, and I will just say, what do I say? Let's say I will say, okay, I just copied it. If you can see this, whatever I wrote, and I will write a nice little prompt, right? This is a prompt that I had written, where I'm saying, summarize this for me in 5 pointers and tell me what are your thoughts about the scope of Growth School. You're not thinking, you're asking AI to do the job for you. You're saying, summarize the whole article for me in 5 points and tell me what are your thoughts about the scope of Growth School. And when I hit the enter button, and there you see, the summary is being built like magic. Growth School, a community-driven live edtech platform in Bangalore, has secured $5 million in funding. The Indian edtech industry is experiencing significant growth. The numerous startups are catering to this space, blah, 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 all of that. It has got through the whole thing and it has summarized. And not just that, it has also given you thoughts. It says Growth School seems to be well positioned to capitalize on growing demand for upskilling and all of that. Now, what has happened when we fed the whole article here is it has not even given summary, but it inside of this window knows about the whole article. So if I can ask any follow-up question I want, for example, I want to check, is Elon Musk investor in Growth School? I'm going to click a send and let's see what it says. It says there is no information provided in the given text about Elon Musk being an investor in Growth School because he's not. I would love to have him as an investor though. Let's say, who is the founder? Let's say I want to ask, who is the founder? Let's see if it can pull it out. it's going to take a while because it's going through it. And like I said, today it's a little slow. There you go. The founder of Growth School is Vaibhav Sisinti. It was able to answer the question I want. If I go to a new question, new chat, right, and I ask the same question, saying, who is the founder of Growth School? You see this? It doesn't have any idea of who the founder is because it doesn't have the information. But here it was able to answer because this blog article that we just posted inside of Growth School maybe has that info, right? So you can ask any follow-up questions that you might have by just simply pasting that piece of content inside of this. Now here is the crazy bit, right? Like ChatGPT or OpenAI has slowly started to roll out GPT-4 features, right? And it has a new feature right now saying browse with Bing. What this feature could do for you, if I select this, only this is for Plus users, guys, by the way, so far, and you have to enable this from the backend, and not everybody has access to it yet. But because we are Growth School, we try to give you the most cutting edge information so that you can leverage them when it comes live for your Plus account, right? If I ask the same question right now, saying, I go back and I say, who is the founder of Growth School? There's a good chance it might be able to pull it off because it has access to the internet right now. You can see it says browsing the web. If I open this, it is literally telling me what it is saying. It's saying searching Bing for Growth School founder, reading content, viewing, browsing, and it was able to answer the founder of Growth School is Vaibhav Sisinti. The access of internet, because ChatGPT is powered by Bing search, which is a competitor of Google search, it is able to answer questions all of a sudden, even by searching for the internet. But for this, you need the paid version. And if you don't want to pay for the paid version of this, there is one more tool that you can use, and that is called as Bard. Google Bard is a competitor of ChatGPT. Now, is it as good as ChatGPT? Not yet, but it is free. So you can play with it, and this has access to internet as well. For example, if I go ahead and ask the same question, who is the founder of Growth School? For the free version of Bard, it should be ideally be able to answer this question. And this is powered by Google search and not Bing search. And you can see this, it gave me a lot more information. The founder of Growth School is Vaibhav Sisinti. He's a growth hacker, It also gave the backstory about it, and all this for free. How crazy is that? Again, there's one more thing as well, which is called as Bing Chat, which also has access to internet and is powered by ChatGPT in the backend. But we're going to talk about this slightly later, right? But because of this, something cool can happen. Because it has the power of this, with Bard, I don't even have to copy paste the content. Let me just quickly refresh so it goes away. I can just say this, right? I'm going to just paste the link of the URL. Again, I'm not 100% sure if this will work or not. This time I didn't copy and paste the content. I'm going to just paste the article, and I'm going to just add this line in the beginning. Okay, so just let's copy this just to be sure, and I'm going to paste this, and that's what I say. Summarize this for me in 5 points and tell me what are your thoughts about scope of Growth School. And this time I did copy paste, but I actually shared link of the URL, just like we did for ChatGPT there. And there you go. It was able to go to this article and do the whole job that we wanted to do without even copy pasting it. Just gave it the URL, and Bard was able to do it. And you can do something similar with ChatGPT as well if you have the paid version. That is, if you go to chat, if you have the paid version, GPT-4, browse with Bing, and then ask the same thing by giving a link rather than the copy paste of the text. And in a lot of cases, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because it's still very buggy, frankly. And there you go. You can see browsing the web, clicking on the link, and it clicked on this link, and now it is thinking. It is also telling you what it is doing in the backend. Obviously, Google Bard so far is much more faster, but ChatGPT's answers are much better. You can see it is still thinking. It is going through the article, working really hard to go through the article. Let's give it some time and see if it is able to pull it off. And there you go. It is still reading the content, and it says finish browsing. And look at this, the 5 key point summary of the article. Guys, do you think this is insane? I don't know how many of you knew about this, but if you think this is insane, drop a insane in the chat. Now, all of a sudden, we can just share the link and it is able to do a lot of stuff. And you can also use Google Bard and everything around it. How cool is this? Awesome. Yeah, it is subject to plagiarism, so you cannot just copy paste it. So there you go. It goes on to write. So I'm going to just stop it, but you get the idea. So it can summarize anything like pro. Moving on, it can help you write stunning cold messages, saving you tons and tons of hours, right? So how do you write this? Let's say this is what we will write. Let's say you want to write a cold email to the founder of Growth School asking for a job. Okay, so let's say I go to ChatGPT, the free version. I'm going to paste the question that I have. I'm going to click on the enter button. Oh, did I just send a blank space? Looks like I did. I'm going to do this again. Copy. And I don't think this is the best prompt, but just for speed, we're going to do this. I'm saying write a cold email to the founder of Growth School asking for a job. And here it comes. It says passionate marketer seeking growth opportunities at Growth School. Dear founder's name, I hope this email finds you well. My name is X. I'm reaching out to you with great enthusiasm and work for the work that you're doing at Growth School. I'm a learner and marketer. I've been following companies' growth and impact and industry. Allow me to introduce myself. It has an introduction. What sets me apart is about them. And in my research about Growth School, I've been truly inspired by companies' commitment to empowering individuals and organizations through education mentorship. I strongly resonate with Growth School mission. Here are a few reasons I believe I would be a great fit. Well, it is a good email. I have to say it is a good email, but it is not personalized. Right? It is making us stuff about Growth School. I clearly, if I read this email as a founder, I know for a fact this person has done zero research. But I got a great email for sure. Do you think it'll be very cool if we can get AI to do even the research for us? That is, who is the founder name? Read about Growth School and write an email which is super personalized, because we all know personalized emails will get higher results. Do you guys want to see it on how we can super personalize these emails? Drop a yes in the chat. All right. And for that, we will use something called as Bing. Okay. My friends, what you're looking at right now is basically the Microsoft Edge browser. Okay. Microsoft Edge browser is basically having a feature called as Bing Chat. So once you download Microsoft Edge, which is a Chrome's competition, if you go to bing.com, let me go to bing.com. You will see an option called as chat here. In fact, this is only available on Microsoft Edge. So you have to download this browser. Once you do that, here is a very similar version of ChatGPT. It has 3 different styles: more creative, more balanced, and more precise. Now, let me ask the same question to Bing Chat. Okay. I'm going to say, write a personalized cold email to the founder of Growth School asking for a job. I'm going to click on send and let's see what it does for us right now. You see, it has started to search for Growth School founder. So it's doing the research about me. And it comes up with an email. I can help Growth School grow faster. Look at that. Hi WebHub. So it did the research about me and it is writing, I'm a huge fan of Growth School and the courses you offer. In the last email by ChatGPT, we didn't even see a hint of this, right? You can see this. This is crazy, guys. LinkedIn, and it says, I've taken your LinkedIn course and learned a lot from it. So it even knows that I have a course on LinkedIn. I'm writing to you because I'm looking for a job in growth marketing and I think I'm a great fit. I have 3 years of experience, Some results I've achieved. I'm impressed how you have grown Growth School from the idea to raising $5 million in funding by partnering with top 1% instructors, and I would love to part of your journey and help you to scale even faster. Guys, did this just save you easily 2 to 3 hours of research about the company and the founder? Yes or no? Did this save you easily 2 to 3 hours of your research time? We can make this even more powerful. Let's say I'm going to add one more line to this. Okay. That's a great question. I'm going to get to that. A good cold email will not get a job. A good cold email will get an attention. If I see an email like this, will I reply? Very, very high chance of me replying, right? Because it's very personalized. I know that this person has done some research. Now, let's make this even better. Okay. What I'm going to say is, rewrite talking about the recent social media posts of the founder. Now, I'm going to make it even more personalized by saying, hey, great email, but please rewrite it by reading the recent social media posts of the founder. Let's see what it comes up with. You can see it is a little slow today. Overall, everything is a little slow, and I started to search for web hubs in these social media posts. Just going and searching for my social media posts. Let's see if it can do even a better job. I can help you grow Growth School faster with AI. Okay, I'm a huge fan of Growth School and courses you offer. I've taken your LinkedIn course and learned a lot from it. I'm writing this to you because I'm looking for a job in growth marketing. I think I can add a lot of value. In over past 3 years, I've experienced all of this, and it is writing about like all the things the person has done. Again, it talks about impressed by your Growth School from an idea to raising $5 million. I have some ideas. Look at that. This is crazy. I have been following your Twitter posts, and I'm amazed by how you showcase different AI tools like KI, Polyspeak, DMOR AI. I wrote a thread recently about tools of AI. I think these tools can be very helpful for growth marketing, and I would like to learn a lot from you. Now, AI has the idea of my social media posts as well. It's able to research and write a super personalized cold email. Guys, do you think this is 100x? This should easily take you 1 to 2 hours of research time. Drop a 100x if you think this is, and somebody writes me an email like this, it will definitely get my attention. And now you know how you can write such personalized email. How crazy is this? Now, Bard has not got to a point where it can do such phenomenal job yet, but I'm sure it will get to that point really, really soon. Now, here is the beauty, right? It took us like 2 minutes to write an email. Right? And that to a personalized email, something that could take like an hour for us to write. But the real magic comes in when I can tell you that you can do this for hundreds of companies and write personalized emails at scale at hundreds of them and send them emails all automated as well. Right? AI can do all this job for you. Where not just it is rewriting the emails for you, but also the fact that it is able to find the person's email, send them an email, and everything around it very, very personalized. And that is truly called as AI automation, and it can be done without writing a single line of code as well. Now, I'm not going to go deep into it. It needs tools like Zapier, Octopus, and connecting it with multiple webhooks, which is very, very simple, but it'll take me 2 to 3 hours to teach that. I definitely cover all of them in the intensive program, but this is where the power is unleashed when you automate things, right? With that being said, I want to jump into a quick break of 5 minutes, right? But before we go into the break, after we come back, we'll do some crazy things with audio, video, after we come back, and also go through 5 mind-blowing and mind-bending AI tools as well, right? So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break as we come back, as we go on into the break. But guys, I want some help from you guys, right? Do you guys want me to unlock a few cool things, a few more cool hacks today? Do you want me to do that? Some really advanced stuff that have come in recently? All right, I'm going to do that for you. But like always, I need something in return as a help. Are you guys willing to do a small help for us? Okay, this is what it is. Okay, we've recently launched a bunch of social media ads, and also there are a lot of places where we have people could write reviews to us for. If you've been enjoying the workshop so far and you believe that we will do a good job of the rest of the workshop as well, because there's some insane things coming your way very, very soon, we will share a few links with you. Write 2-3 lines about how your experience been so far and just paste the same thing in every link. Right? I don't want you to make up a review just like I told before. Do something which is fair and frank. This is our way of getting or for other people who don't know about it to get to know about us, right? So you can just write one and just copy paste it everywhere else, right? That will really, really help. And please do this if you think we are adding value to you. If you don't want to do it, that's fine as well. If you're getting at least like 200 comments on this or 200 hits on each of them, I will unlock, irrespective positive, negative, whatever is your fair review, we will unlock the next set of hacks for you as I come back from the break. So meanwhile, let's take a quick 5-minute break. And as we come back to this, we'll all be done. By the way, guys, the links have been shared on your WhatsApp groups and also in the chat right here. Go back, come back in on time. Don't be late because I'm not gonna wait for you, right? With that being said, I'm gonna play some music so that you'll have some fun as well.